Welcome to Chi-Hi Happenings, a production of the TV production class. We present news and features about and for Chi-Hi students.
I'm Josh McCuter.
And I'm Deann Kosmicki. This is our 5th show of the year.
Christmas is just around the corner.
Oh no, how many more days do I have left?
Some 30-odd some days.
Oh, I'm never going to be ready in time.
The Athena and Apollo clubs have been helping Chippewa Falls get ready for Christmas. Here's Missy with a story about the Christmas village set up in Irvine Park.
There may be no snow on the ground, at Irvine Park, things may be starting to look a lot like Christmas. Change at the park is due to the Athena, Apollo students, National Guard, and some community members helped set up the park on November 8th.
This is the coolest. My toes are numb, and I can see my breath, but hopefully it'll get warmer out, and I guess we're having fun, aren't we?
We're having fun here, doing decorations, setting up lights and these little weird things all over. It's fun.
We're helping. Students busied themselves by setting up lights and ground ornaments.
Our master sergeant is part of some committee that does this.
My name is Bill Faherty. I'm the Director of Parks and Recreation. The activities we have setting up displays. We have a house here we're setting up like Christmas Village house. We're also putting up lights and trees. This is the 12th year, I believe. Just like to thank everybody that comes out to help out and make this a successful community service project.
Christmas Village is a really nice community project, and we can always use volunteers. Saturdays in October and November are the days they come down and help put it up, and we want everybody to come and watch the Friday after Thanksgiving, walk through the park and see the lights.
If you wish to volunteer to help set up the Christmas Village, contact the Irvine Park headquarters. This has been Missy Powell reporting for Chi-Hi Happenings.
I can't wait to see the Christmas village when it's done at night. I love all the sparkling lights.
Yeah, check that out, huh?
Yeah.
I'm the next Michael Jordan.
I don't think so.
I'm the next Larry Bird.
Not quite. Yeah. Why don't we just go to Kevin's story about the boys' basketball tryouts and see who'll make it?
I won't.
No, I can't wait. Basketball is such a fun and exciting sport, and it's a great exercise for your body, too.
I know. I love the game. It just makes me think it's all around, just the best sport ever.
And the fast breaks, the dazzling shots, and the wonderful dunks. It's just, all this stuff just amazes me. It makes me jump to my feet and just start clapping. I can't wait. I'm going to go to every single game.
It's
exhilarating. It is.
It makes my heart beat.
Yes.
Like,
fast.
I can't wait for the season to start this year. I got signs made up. It's going to be a great season. I heard that Mike Geisler is going to be a key factor of the team this year.
This is what Reed Simonson had to say about their team this year.
Okay, this year's basketball season should be a good one. We got about 8 seniors, a couple juniors, so we have a more experienced team. I think one of our main goals this year would be to win conference. At least if we could go to state, that'd be pretty nice.
Yes. And I hear DJ Cooper's pretty good. He's going to razzle the style.
We got great fan support for basketball with Kevin Smith and Chase Wilcom, the big top #1 fans. Our varsity team's looking really good with Chris O'Connell and Tyler Berg. Probably being unstoppable. We'll be better than the girls because the girls. Coach Frederick, he's trying hard, so if we do good, I mean, you should give the credit to us more than him because we probably deserve it more because he gets it more.
We're very much looking forward to the season, but it's a season that is going to be one that we have to do a lot of things very carefully. But the kids that we do have put a lot of time into basketball. As you guys mentioned, it's very skill-driven.
All right, how long do you guys plan on talking?
What do we do?
This has been Kevin Schmidt reporting for Chi-Hi Happening.
Basketball isn't the only boys' sport underway. The wrestlers have been busy running and drilling moves in the off-season.
The Chi-Hi Fighting Cardinals are gearing up for yet another great wrestling season.
Post the head to the back, reach through, grab, post the head down, walk, slide. You have to lock your hand, leg like this so it doesn't get away, do that. Especially if you're short. You got short legs, lock it up, keep coming around, until it comes here.
With coaches Tom Pometlo, Brian Luke, and Chuck McCurry, the Cards have hopes of capturing the Big Rivers title.
We should have a fairly competitive team this year. A lot depends on whether guys get down to the right weight class. If they do, we have a chance to battle for the title this year. Five in a row. Let's go. Let's be giving some break now.
The Chi-Hi wrestlers have been busy practicing and conditioning, getting in shape for their first match against Menominee, which will be at Menominee High School on December 2nd.
JV's going to be pretty good this year. We got some good guys that are coming up now. I think we'll have a strong year.
The Cards have 2 returning state place winners, Joe Henning and Luke Smith, as well as 4 experienced seniors to guide them through the season.
I plan on going to state again this year and winning it.
Our wrestling team is going to be pretty good this year. We got a good bond growing.
With an ever-increasing crowd size, the Cards are sure to put on a great show this year.
Wrestling team this year, we should place pretty decent in conference. Hopefully have a couple guys go to state.
Oh, I think our wrestling team's going to be pretty good if I make it to 189, but I ain't guaranteeing I'm going to make it.
Kane's going to be state champ!
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll be a state champ, but who knows.
Varsity is going to be awesome. We're going to win it all the time.
This has been Kevin Bovey reporting for Chi-Hi Happenings.
I've always wanted to be one of those really great athletes that the whole school knows and looks up to.
I think maybe you should hold off on that idea. You just proved how good you are at basketball. Why don't we just watch Michelle on the real conference sports?
It's that time of the year again. Fall is now over and winter is starting to set in. The same goes for sports. The fall sports are now over and the winter sports are taking its place.
But once again, Chi-Hi's athletics seemingly dominated. Many players from Chi-Hi athletics made the all.
Volleyball first team includes Beth Stewart and Becca Spaeth. And the second team is Angie Ott.
The cross-country team ran 2 players all the way to state and finished with 3 all-conference runners. Cross-country first team includes Cindy Peacock and Heather Horton. And the second team is Rachel Licht. The football team scored big with an undefeated regular season, and having one of the highest ranked teams in the state brought about many all-conference players.
First team includes Chad Dockel, Justin Boydell, Tom Johnjack, Eric Schemenauer, Josh Barnier, Aaron Bovey, Chris King, Jamie Wiltrout, Steve Adams, Tyler Berg, and Brandon Cooley.
And second team includes Gio Knox and Ryan Jensen.
Congratulations to all the fall sport participants on their outstanding season.
This has been Michelle Lang
and Brandon Walters, reporting for Chi-Hi Happenings.
This year, the students are looking forward to snow so they can go ride the slopes. Here's Cole with the story.
Snowboarding is a fast-growing hobby all across the world. Snowboarding is a very expensive sport. A decent setup can cost you around $1,000. That includes deck, binding, and boots. In case you didn't notice, there's no snow on the ground, so we can't go snowboarding. But it sure is going to be cool when we can. This has been Cole Keppel reporting for Chi-Hi Happenings.
You know what bothers me?
What bothers you, Deann?
When we get a sub in, and they don't know anything about the subject.
Tell me about it. Beth has a story on sub-teachers.
There is a new void to be filled in school districts statewide. The void is the lack of substitute teachers. Chippewa Falls Superintendent Dr. Larry Annette would like to see this problem solved.
We've been experiencing a shortage of substitute teachers here for the last several years, and the main reason we're having that shortage is that there's a very low unemployment rate, and at the same time there's been relatively few certified teachers that have been coming out of the colleges. Consequently, Most of the teachers are getting regular teaching jobs, and that leaves our sub list very short.
Well, I substitute at the high school, and I'm kept pretty busy between here and the alternate school. I don't get too many days off.
At one point in time, all substitute teachers had to have a teaching license. But because of the shortage, they've had to revert to other options.
But 2 years ago, the state legislature, when they recognized the shortage that we and other districts were having, allowed us to have emergency substitutes. And emergency substitutes are teachers, or are people who have a bachelor's degree, but not a teaching degree.
According to Dr. Nett, if the district raised the substitute teacher's salary by $10, that would be the equivalent to hiring another full-time teacher. Hopefully, an increased salary would attract more teachers willing to substitute at Chi High. This has been Beth Stewart reporting for Chi High Happenings.
It's even worse when students don't come to class. Here's Ryan with the story.
Chi High is throwing away the old method of attendance and is now using computers to do the work.
We now have the ability through our student accounting software to take attendance electronically here at school, and it does give our teachers a few advantages.
Teachers have to open their user accounts and can take attendance by simply pointing and clicking on whether the student is absent or tardy.
A few other features that the program does allow us is the teachers now have access to
For my next trick, I will pull a bird out of this hat. Hey, wow! A turkey! All right, I know I'm no good, but a real magician is going to be coming to Chi High next week. Nate has a story.
I recently spoke with Rachel Wallace about this year's drug and alcohol performance speaker.
Try to do each year is bring in a special speaker to help our student body really think about choices that they make in their life, and specifically choices surrounding using alcohol and other drugs of consequence. And so on Monday, November 29th, the school is going to be bringing in 2 people. First of all, AJ the illusionist will be starting out the performance, and he will be basically entertainment. He is an incredible performer. He has performed in front of thousands of adults and teens across the United States. He travels extensively doing his show, and he's just a very funny person. Anyone that comes to the program will be riveted by his performance. Bob Lenz, and Bob Lenz is a youth speaker that has been speaking for about 15 years, and every year he speaks to over 100,000 kids all across the United States. He travels extensively as well, just like AJ, and he will be trying to get the student body to think about choices that they make, the fact that every choice has a consequence, and then talking about different options that you can have in your life based on whatever choice that you've made. And he's really going to be talking about drinking and smoking pot and doing different drugs.
This has been Nate Lang reporting for Chi High Happenings.
Raji, the next Spielberg? Who knows? Raji is working frantically on the follow-up to An American in London. He says it promises to be an entertaining comedy displaying a piece of culture from the mid-1970s. That's all the info we could get out of him, but we'll see his piece next week.
Some Media Lit students put together a story for this week's Chi High Happenings about sports injuries. Let's watch.
Sports injuries are a common occurrence at Chi High. According to a physical trainer, injuries have stayed the same. Girls are 3 times as likely to get hurt than boys. Football and gymnastics are most likely to have athletes injured.
Injuries in football have dropped dramatically in the past 10 years. There have been somewhere like 96 different rule changes to make football a safer game, and the severity of injuries is decreased as well as the number. Now you'll have sprained ankles, sprained fingers, sprained thumbs, things like that, but the real severe injuries are way down in the sport of football, and that's good. And you know, knock on wood, we've been really lucky. We've been fortunate. Other teams in the area have not been so fortunate, but you know, we've had a couple of we had a couple of broken arms, wrists type things but you know, for the most part, they're suited up and playing again.
I went to the doctor and told me that it was a high ankle sprain and I was going to be out for the rest of the year, and I was just devastated because football is my life. Injuries, and it's one of the worst things that can happen. Getting injured is horrible.
I'm here on Monday and Wednesday evenings, and I see probably between 4 and 5 athletes every night when I'm here. Some of them are coming back to get rechecked because they've gotten hurt in a game, or some of them have injured themselves at practice the other days, or some of them need tape jobs, whatever.
This has been guest reporters Andy, Brad, Tyler, and Alex.
This year, there are 15 people in the TV production class that puts on Chi-Hi happenings every week.
We were wondering what you thought of the show so far. Here's Corey with the story.
The show has its bright moments. There's also its dull moments. The funny parts of the show are actually intellectually stimulating, but when you go to the boring stuff, it's not too fun. The more boring stuff really isn't targeting the high school audience. I feel you need to pump up the humor and more stuff. You know what I mean?
I think it's a sweet show. There's sweet people doing it. I like the show this week, and that's about all.
Not only is Chi-Hi Happenings a sweet show, but kids will do almost anything to get on.
It's awesome. It's the best show. I like to watch it. And look, I'm wearing all my clothes backwards. My pants are on backwards. See? And
entertaining.
Yeah, it was a lot better than all the other ones because, I mean, like in between you actually got to see some stuff to the people at desks. It's a lot more fun to watch. Yeah, even if there wasn't any big plays, it'd be better, but it's still alright.
I like Chi-Hi Happenings. Lets me watch some of the people like come up with some interesting stuff and show what's going on around Chippewa and the school. And just lets them do some crazy stunts. It's a good show.
I think Chi-Hi Happenings is the sweetest show on earth.
Okay. Well, the verdict's in. Chi-Hi Happenings is the sweetest show on earth. Hey, it was with Corey Adams for Chi-Hi Happenings, eh?
That's all we have for this week.
Make sure to tune in Thursday at 6:30, Saturday at 11 on Channel 11, and Sunday in Eau Claire at 5:30.
And don't forget study halls on Friday.
Right. Channel 68. For more than that.
Shut up.
That was great.
That was funny.
Yeah. Check it
Is the one shot? Yep. Okay. Whenever you're ready. What do you want?
And say, look at this. It's a turkey. No. Okay. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Raji, the next Spielberg? Who knows? Raji is working frantically.
Kevin Bovey, you're no help.
Oh, what is that's just
Okay, well, just a second.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
That's it.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye. See you.